What's up, guys? Anton here from Dropship Lifestyle, and in this video I'm going to do another store review. So I've posted a few of these. I think this is like the fourth one that I've done over the past couple months or so, and basically, like you'll see on the screen right now, this is the last episode I did, and below that episode a bunch of people commented if they wanted me to take a look at their store, provide some quick feedback. So that is what I'm going to do in the next maybe 10 minutes or so. So for this week I took a look at all the different ones, and there's a lot of similarities. Like I definitely have noticed a lot of people are trying to sell, jewelry and other novelty items. That seems to be a huge trend with people that comment on our YouTube channel here, especially with wanting their store reviewed. But the one that I picked this week is right here from Fabiano. So Fabiano has a website called cluelessgifts.com, and let me see, I have it pulled up here, and let me make it full screen so everyone could see it well. So again, this website is a Shopify store. It's on a dropship model. I'm assuming this one is drop shipping from AliExpress using Oberlo. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like, obviously. And we'll just go through it together. Okay, so again, the website is called Clueless Gifts, and as you could see from the homepage, well, maybe as you could see, there are gag gifts, there's surf, there are novelties, there's apparel, and there are free bikinis. So let's see where that goes if we want a free bikini. It goes to this page where we can get a free bikini where you pay $9.95 for shipping and handling. So what I'm going to say, like, let's go through the homepage together. You could see there's a section for gag, funny, and apparel, for movie and TV and novelties, something you probably don't want to do. If you saw my last video about legalities when dropshipping, definitely check that out. Like with Game of Thrones stuff, it's funny, I mentioned Game of Thrones stuff in that video. Be very cautious when you're selling stuff that's trademarked and you don't have the rights to sell that trademark. So be careful about that one. Let's see, then you have featured bestsellers, summer collection, staff picks, and then here just kind of a collection of products. So anyone can go to this website, definitely check it out. Feel free to leave your comment below as well for what you think about it, but we'll just kind of dissect it together. Next, we have here that you're proud to help dogs, and for every purchase you donate 10% towards dogs that are abandoned, underfed, mistreated. And then here, what do we have? After months, we've discovered Donald Trump's secret stash of luxurious stuff. Head over to the top sellers page. And then here we have Play Me, which is like a default Shopify section where you would upload a video. So what I see here is a lot of randomness, and that's kind of been a theme with a lot of the sites that I've checked out. So let's see how we can make it less random if you're gonna keep this site and make it successful, right? If you wanna make it so people will go to it, be able to actually navigate it, be able to trust you, which is one of the most important things you could do with this site, and then of course have them become customers and repeat customers. So the first thing that I noticed, like the site is called Clueless Gifts. That makes me think that it's a site, just by the name, right? Going just off the name, that it's a site that sells gifts that you would buy for people. So maybe I would go to this site to buy a gift for, an employee or a business partner or my wife or my son or whatever, right? I would think I'm going here to buy gifts. So maybe these products can all be gifts. That's okay, but nothing else tells me that, because then, like, if I'm going to buy a gift for someone, do I want, a free bikini being advertised on the homepage? So if you are going to keep this name and make this a site that sells gifts, I would change up all your collections up top, and you could have your homepage, but then instead of arrivals, maybe have for him, maybe have for her, maybe have for your mother, for your father, for your children, right? So break up your products into categories in your navigation by, again, if the goal here is to sell people gifts that they're giving to other people, by who they're giving their gift to, because that's the theme of the site, right? I would also play into that a lot more, and I would have also somewhere in my header, as you can see, your logo is a circle, kind of pushes the site down. It takes up a lot of space. I would make use of all that other black space up there, and I would have a messaging saying something like, all of our orders ship with free note cards, free of charge, personalized note cards. Because again, if you're selling a gift, right, maybe you would want to include a note that says, happy birthday, whatever. And that's something that I'm sure your suppliers could include in the packaging when they ship these things out. If they don't do that by default, definitely reach out to them, see if they could do that for you. Because again, you need to know who your customer is here, who your avatar is. And if it's someone buying a gift for someone else, else. You want them to know front and center, they could shop for him, they could shop for her, they could shop, again, if Mother's Day is coming up like it is, you could have a section Mother's Day gifts, and then have a note in all this blank space up in your header that you can include, again, a personalized card or note for the person that's receiving the gift. Now, I'm not going to get into avatars in a big way in this video, but I'm going to pull this over here. This is one of my websites, performancemarketer.com, and it's mostly a blog, but we talk about all different aspects of marketing. And on the blog, we have worksheets for you that help you create your ideal customer avatar. So again, I'll link to this below this video on YouTube and on my blog if I post it there. And then Fabiano, what I want you to do, and anyone else who's watching this who needs help refining who their ideal customer is, go to this link, go to this worksheet, and just work through it. I mean, there's all different things that you could fill out for your niche. There's all different worksheets that, again, you can use yourself, and it's really going to help you to identify who the person is that, first of all, you want to get onto your website, and then how you can convert them into a buyer. So those are some quick tips about modifications I would make, really just with the whole theme of the site. Now that we have that covered, I guess we'll go through a few more things together. So changing the whole header, changing all your navigations. Then as we work through it, right? Again, free bikinis. If someone's coming here to buy gifts for someone, that shouldn't be on the homepage. Urban collection, maybe this would be like gifts for, I don't know, like your teenager, whoever buys this section of products, but again, make it gifts for that type of person. And all of these sliders could be, again, for the different categories of your site for who people would buy gifts for, I should say. And I would do that same thing again down here and have it. So again, it shows off your best sellers for each category. What do people buy for men? What do they buy for women? What do they buy for their parents? What do they buy for their grandparents? What do they buy for their children? Or if you don't want to sell children's gifts, that's not even a section, right? And again, make use of all this space here. So Mother's Day is coming up. This should be get your Mother's Day gifts now so they get delivered before, I should know the date, but whatever it is, like May, I think it's May 13th, have that shown off, right? Make it relevant. Now, some other basic stuff, guys. Color scheme doesn't really flow. Here's a tip on that. If you're terrible with design, which, hey, so am I, don't feel bad. What you could do to find good colors to use on your website is go to Google and then just type in color palette and then go to images. And what's cool here is all of these different color palettes are colors that go together. So again, I'm not good with design at all, but I know that black followed by this red followed by this pink doesn't look good, right? So if you come here, you could choose a color scheme that you like, and then you could just use the colors from, whichever one you want to use and have those be the colors of your website. That way you'll at least know they all flow together, they all match, they all fit a theme. So again, just go to Google Images, type in color palette, and then use the color codes to go to your website. Now, with that being said, we'll come down a little bit further. This is really important. I mentioned earlier, trust. Trust is everything. You're trying to sell to complete strangers. No one knows cluelessgifts.com. And it would be very cool if you have a charity you work with, right? Or if you support different causes. But just seeing this provides no trust at all. And I'm not saying you don't donate 10% of your sales, but just seeing this right here as someone that doesn't know you, doesn't know your website, it looks shady, okay? The way you want to do this, and again, I totally believe in like these causes and supporting different companies. You should say, we proudly support whatever it is, like abandoned dogs, but then have logos of the companies you donate to, of the charities you work with, of whoever is actually benefiting from this. Because just saying that is too vague and it doesn't provide any sense of trust. So even if it's a very small company, like I'll give you an example. At Dropship Lifestyle, my e-commerce training company, we around the holidays donate a percentage of our sales to a company in Austin that helps children that don't get the best education, that are from, not the best areas, and they take them on like a mentorship program, take them out camping, and just, introduce them to like leadership, right? So it's a very small company, only here in Austin, small nonprofit. We donate to them. So around the holidays, when we donate to them, we don't just say on our website, we donate percentage of our sales to underserved children. We say we work with this company here in Austin. We show their logo and we show information on that actual charity. Because again, people can look that up. It adds that credibility. It increases the trust. So I would definitely change that part up. And then of course, this part here, that's right next to it that says we did it. After months of extremely hard investigatory work by the amazing staff of Clueless Gifts, we discovered Donald Trump's secret luxurious stuff like that. That shouldn't be there, especially not next to how you donate money to a charity, right? So maybe that's going to be like part of your copy on like a funny gift, I guess, but it shouldn't be there. This promotions and discount box could be styled, but whatever. This section, obviously, if you're not going to have a video there and use this section of Shopify, it should just be removed, right? Why have it there if you're not going to use it? So there is potential for a site like this, but again, what you'd be starting with if you were to proceed, and again, if there was a challenge and someone said, Anton, I'm giving you this website and you have 1 month to make it, super profitable and to turn it into like a sellable asset, I would do everything I just mentioned to you. I'm not going to go through all your products, but I'll tell you at the very least, I'd remove everything like Game of Thrones related or that's tied to any trademark. And I would definitely break it up into gifts by category. So if you want more help with that, and again, identifying what those categories should be, look for the performance marketer link in the description. Again, this is my website. My in-house copywriter that works here, created this all. So read through it. It's what we use for all of our businesses. If you need help with the color palette, go here. But the main things are going to be having the site just flow and make sense to a potential buyer, right? To someone that finds your website either through a Facebook ad, a Google ad, whatever. You want things to make sense for them, and you want to talk to your audience, which I mentioned it earlier. But if they're gift buyers, this site doesn't really tell me that, besides the company name and the logo. Let me take a quick look at like a product page and see if I can give you any feedback specifically on a product page. Okay. Not much at this point. Nothing. Okay, yeah. I said not much, then this loaded. Guys, with, urgency and scarcity, right? So having only 37 left in stock, having a 3-hour countdown timer that just triggered, no doubt about it, these things increase conversions, okay? So having, urgency, having scarcity, they work, but do it in a way that's actually legitimate. If I was shopping on your site and again, I wanted to buy a gift, whatever, for a business partner, right? And I see there's 3 hours left, and then I'm like, I don't know if I want this one. And I come back to the website later, and then there's 3 hours left again, and so on and so on and so on. That removes a ton of credibility, a ton of trust, and it makes people not want to buy from you. So something you could do if you still want to use this type of marketing is have how many items are left in stock. But if you want to use countdown timers, then my advice would just be have different coupons that maybe expire once or twice a week, not every 3 hours where it's just, it's just obvious that it's going to reset. There's no reason why if I just found this website randomly, I should have 3 hours to purchase a product. It doesn't make people trust you. So I'd make that change too. But, like I mentioned, I do think it's salvageable, but you got a lot of work cut out for you. But hey, that's business. So I do hope you found this video helpful. I will link to everything that I mentioned. I would link to under this, and some other tips I would give you. If you're not part of Dropship Lifestyle yet, go to dropshiplifestyle.com. Even if all you do is click on the blog and go through that, you're going to get a ton of tips that I'm telling you can change your whole outlook on e-commerce and kind of where you're going with this thing. Because it's possible, but it's going to take some work. But Dropship Lifestyle will help you. So check that out. Do hope you found this valuable. Any questions, guys, feel free to post them below this video. I check the comments a couple times a week, so more than happy to respond, provide feedback. And if you want me to review your store, definitely leave a link to that one below as well. And maybe in 2 weeks, I'll pick yours and give you some feedback on that also. So hope you guys got value. If you did, click subscribe and definitely click the bell so you get notifications, and give this video a thumbs up so I know you're getting value from these and I should keep doing them. All right. Thank you. And I'll see you guys next week for Dropship Weekly.